Something so horrific and terrifying found its way here.
It was a mild winter day in Delphi, Indiana. Abby Williams and Libby German went for a hike and vanished.
Police are also examining this Snapchat photo. It was taken just before both girls disappeared about 60 miles northwest of Indianapolis.
The next day, their bodies were found.
We are investigating this as a crime scene. We suspect foul play.
An unusual clue gave the police a powerful lead.
Law enforcement is saying that one of the girls actually took video on her iPhone. They say it was right before she was murdered.
But the man in that video remains a mystery.
It's amazing that we have a video, we have a still photograph, we have sound, and we don't know who this person is.
And that mystery is a cloud that still hangs over Delphi.
It could be half of the white males in Carroll County.
Anywhere you go, you're always thinking about, okay, could that be that person?
To the killer, who may be in this room. We likely have interviewed you. We know that this is about power to you, and you want to know what we know. And one day, you will.
Years later, this crime is still unsolved. Why? After 48,000 tips, police say they're just one away from solving the murders. Who has that tip? HLN brings you inside the story with unprecedented access and key voices speaking for the first time. What happened in those woods that day? And who is that man in the video on Libby's phone? The voice of a killer saying those simple words that still haunt this town. The Delphi Murders. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
I think Richard Allen is not the guy.
I saw the picture of the bridge guy.
I think there's others involved.
I thought for certain that it was my husband, Ricky.
I just didn't investigate it.
We got away with it too.
Watching from, I'm Anthony Greeno. Welcome to True Crime Investigates. Tonight, we take you back into the unsolved mystery.
Falls sharp, but the moon don't scare. My throne's the horizon, I hold my stare. Rust in my breath, hands caked in stone. This road is my blood, it's my battle zone. Crowned in the dirt, ruler of the lanes, built from the earth where nothing remains. 'Cause I'm the king of these gravel roads, even when the cold bites deep in my bones. Every crack's a scar and every rut's a name, spoken like thunder in the rain's refrain. The gravel whispers stories to keep me alive.
Greeno! Here's the thing. I don't like prosecutors.
Is that you?
Killer out there, potentially walking amongst them.
Delphi's a small town.
It's just a good, wholesome area to be in. At least it used to be.
Libby had gone on a walk, but we went to pick them up. They weren't there.
When the bodies were found, it felt different than any crime scene I've ever seen.
There were hallmarks that suggested some ritualistic activity.
Was this a satanic type killing?
A symbol on the tree done in the victim's blood.
The person that did this to these girls is pure evil.
This case became such a global story.
She captured the image of her own murderer.
What if somebody I know did this?
Had it not been for the voice, Richard Allen might never have been caught.
Here's the rest of the story. Here's what they didn't tell you.
My name is Kathy Allen, and I am the spouse of Richard Allen.
Okay. I'm Kathy.
Yeah. I just remember my husband, Ricky, was like, well, I was out on the trail. First time I saw the picture, it really could have been anybody.
When I heard Rick Allen was arrested, I was shocked.
You're not going to find anything that ties me to those murders, so I'm not really that concerned.
That Libby was able to get the video was very amazing.
It made me sick to my stomach to actually be looking at a picture of him.
I'm grateful that we got justice when we did.
Richard Allen is guilty and always will be.
We were all super close friends. They were robbed and we were all robbed.
It's never going to be the same.
People took sides. This guy's innocent.
There were dozens of viable suspects.
I want true justice for Abby and Libby, but it should not be at the expense of an innocent person.
We know this bridge guy took the girls, and they proved Richard Allen was bridge guy.
Capturing their killer, the girls on the High Bridge. Only on Hulu.
Delphi, Indiana. A quiet, unsuspecting town. The kind of place where neighbors wave from their porches and life moves at a slower pace. But on February 13th, 2017, Delphi became infamous. Two young girls, Abigail Williams and Liberty German, set out for a simple hike on the Monon High Bridge trail. They never came home. What happened on that bridge, what happened in those woods, would haunt this town and the nation forever. And for years, there was only one clue, one grainy, ghostly video captured on Libby's phone. A man wearing jeans, a jacket, his hands tucked into his pockets, his voice ordering. They called him the bridge guy. For over 5 years, his identity was a mystery, until police arrested a local man, Richard Allen, a husband, a father, a pharmacy worker, the man who had lived among them, hiding in plain sight. But here's the question that gnaws at me, and maybe gnaws at you too. Did Richard Allen's wife, Kathy Allen, know? Did she recognize him from that haunting clip? Did she hear the echoes of her husband's footsteps on that bridge, in that voice? Did she help cover for him not by action, but by silence? In this investigation, we will dive into the prison calls, into Richard's desperate confessions, and into Kathy's chilling responses. Because while Richard Allen may now sit convicted as the bridge guy, the words of his wife tell a story just as dark. A story of denial, deceit, and perhaps complicity. Richard Allen wasn't a drifter. He wasn't some shadowy figure passing through town. He was a family man, married to Kathy Allen since shortly after high school. They had a daughter, Brittany. They lived just miles from the crime scene. They were embedded in the very fabric of Delphi. And yet, in 2022, when the arrest came, Kathy stood by her husband. She told the world, he's not a monster. He's not the monster people think he is. But then, the prison calls came to light. Calls where Richard confessed, over and over again. More than 60 times, he admitted to being the killer. And Kathy's response? Not shock. Note horror. Instead, denial, desperate interruption, and chilling silence. I did it. I killed Abby and Liberty. I need you to know I did this. That's Richard Allen in one of the calls. And Kathy's response? No, you didn't. Stop talking like this. Think about that. A husband confessing to the murder of 2 children, and a wife not asking why, not asking how, not demanding the truth. Instead, she shuts it down. No, you didn't. Over and over again. Is that the voice of a woman blindsided by horror, or the voice of a woman who already knew and couldn't bear for it to be said out loud? Throughout this episode, we will explore the evidence, the deleted social media posts, the familiar clothing, the constant interruptions during confessions. And we'll ask the hardest question of all. Did Kathy Allen recognize her husband as the bridge guy back in 2017 and choose silence to protect him? Or is her denial the greatest deceit of all, hiding in plain sight, just like Richard himself? To understand Kathy Allen, we need to step back, to look at her life with Richard, to look at the years of silence, the years of denial, and the clues that suggest she may have known more than she ever admitted. Kathy Allen was not some distant spouse, disconnected from her husband's daily life. She had been with Richard since shortly after high school. They married young, they built a home together. They raised a daughter, Brittany. In 2006, they moved to Delphi, right into the heart of the town that would one day be scarred by the murders. Neighbors described them as an ordinary couple. Richard, the pharmacy tech at CVS. Kathy, the steady wife. They lived just miles from the Monon High Bridge. Miles. That's not chance. That's proximity. That's opportunity. February 13th, 2017. 2 young girls set out for a hike. 2 young girls laughing, full of life. And then, the man on the bridge. His hands in his pockets. His jeans. His jacket. His boots. His voice. Down the hill. Millions of people saw this clip. Millions studied it. The hat, the denim, the gait, the posture, and of all the millions of eyes, Kathy Allen's were the closest. She lived with the man who wore those clothes. She heard that voice across the dinner table. She knew that walk. She shopped for those jeans. She folded that jacket as she glared at a photograph of Richard Allen, the bridge guy, her husband. She knew. My name is Anthony Greeno, and this is True Crime Investigates.
I just wanted to apologize to you.
What's going on, sweetheart?
I did it.
You did
No,
what?
I did it.
What?
I killed Abby. I killed Abby
No,
and
you
Libby.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, Darren.
Yes, I did.
Don't say
I don't
you
know
didn't.
why.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Darren. You're not feeling well. There's something wrong. They've messed up your meds or something there.
No, I mean, I evidently did it.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that?
Because maybe I did.
No, you didn't, dear.
I think I did.
No, you didn't.